Bienvenidos a un nuevo gameplay de Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishments. Espero que lo disfruten. Si les gusta, denle a like, suscríbanse y vean mis otros videos. Yo creo que primero hay que hacer el perfil. Borra. Parche. Que ya lo había visto antes. Fuerte. Trabaja en algo que requiere fuerza. Creo que me senté algo. Tiene un cuello chico, creo. Sí. Botones de calidad. Sucio. No me lo deja abarcar. Tiene heridas. Y qué más. Tiene rasguños. Y algo me falta. A ver. Ah, tiene cortas mangas. Vale. Preguntémosle por el cuadernillo.
Does this notebook belong to you?
Yes. But where did you find it? I did not know... I thought I'd lost it at the hotel.
What do these abbreviations mean?
Oh, no. I beg you, I can't. If I told you, it would only make things worse.
But I will find out eventually, Mr. Nelligan.
Ya lo cubro. Ya preguntémosle por el anillo.
The police seized this valuable ring from you. Whose is it?
I didn't steal it from anyone. It has always belonged to me.
The ring's date of engraving is many years ago. You would have been a child then, hardly in any position to receive such an item from a partner.
Se lo cago.
So, Mr. Nelligan, who is the true owner of the ring?
The ring is mine.
La chaqueta cara.
No, Mr. Nelligan. I believe that the ring had belonged to your father.
Oh, but how do you know?
The jacket you are wearing is made of an expensive fabric that only a man of exceptional wealth could afford. You do not seem to me to be a rich man, Mr. Nelligan. Furthermore, the garment is ill-fitting. It is quite clear that it belonged to someone else, most probably your father.
Lo cacho.
With your father gone and taking with him the family's wealth, as a little boy you had to find yourself a manual job, and it was most probably cleaning fish. You cut your hands often while working. I can tell from the scars.
I'm speechless, Mr. Holmes. It all happened exactly as you say.
Loco, bro. Nunca voy a parar de decir loco, bro.
The sea knife was found near Carey's body. Tell me, Mr. Nelligan, did Mr. Carey try to defend himself or to attack you with it?
I don't know. I didn't kill anyone.
Vale, creo que ahí termina.
Well, I will see you soon, young man.
Please, let me go. I'm...
Bueno, tenemos más registros en nuestra mente, debemos que unirlos. A ver. Alguien quería recuperar el cuadernillo. Tenemos que ver si el actor fue lanzado por alguien que
I need
tenía...
to stage a reconstruction.
A ver, espera.
I'm sure that Watson would be happy to oblige.
Bueno, hay que descubrir si el arpón fue lanzado por alguien con experiencia o sin experiencia. A ver... Vamos a escoger... No, a Baker Street. Muy bien, sigamos.
A spot of whaling, Watson? Would you care to take part?
Are you serious?
No. But we do need to clarify what happened on the night of Black Peter's murder.
A reenactment, then? Is something bothering you?
The sailor's knife, Watson. Why was it on the floor?
Peter Carey attempted to defend himself?
It is possible. But if that is the case, then it alters many things.
I don't quite follow you.
Tell me, my friend, what is the animal closest to man, morphologically, I mean?
Ah, I see what you're getting at, Holmes. You asked me that once before. On the Ripper case, I believe. Do you want to slit some more pigs' throats?
No.
Thank goodness for that.
I wish to impale one with a harpoon.
Wonderful.
Watson, let us pay a visit to our butcher friend in Whitechapel. We require the carcass of a well-fed pig.
And the harpoon?
One of the harpoons on the wall of Black Peter's cabin should do quite nicely.
Vale, necesitamos sacar un arpón de la cabaña y lanzarle unos cerdos para ver si hay que tener habilidad, como hábil, hay que estar capacitado, ser fuerte, bla bla bla, tener experiencia. Rápido. Yo creo que el cabro no puede. Acá está.
That should do it. Now I am ready for the experiment.
Vamos a la cerdería.
Well, here we are in the preparation room. I can't say that I like the smell of it much. What do you intend to do?
To indulge myself in a little experiment. The challenge of lancing a pig's carcass with a heavy harpoon.
A little experiment?
Stand aside, Watson. This might be dangerous. I am not well practiced in this exercise. Yet.
Holmes, you should aim for the mark in order to perform the most reliable test.
Vale, hay que apuntar. No.
Holmes, you should try to aim better and throw as hard as you can.
A ver de nuevo. Ahora, mejor.
The harpoon has struck the body, but with insufficient strength to pierce it straight through.
Esto más fuerza. Bueno, creo que una persona sin experiencia no podría haberlo hecho. Oh, tuviera que tener muy buena suerte para ello.
Holmes, you should try to aim better and throw as hard as you can.
Está manco. Vale, a ver. Ahí está.
This is the best possible result that I could get. Do you see, Watson? Throwing a harpoon and pinning a man to a wall requires either exceptional strength and training or diabolical luck.
If it was luck, then it was a chance in 1,000 that night.
Well, yes. Let us leave now.
All right. But before we go, I suppose I'll have to pay for all these carcasses you've happily mangled.
Very well, but please hurry.
Of course.
Muy bien. Ahora yo creo que hay que... No sé, no tengo idea de qué hacer. Asociar. Ahí está. Elijo. Ay, no sé qué elegí. A ver, requiere mucha fuerza o suerte. Fuerza. La suerte es construida. Ahora, ¿qué hay que hacer? Investigar el asesinato de Peter Carey. Yo creo que hay que ir a la escena del crimen. O John Nelligan no parece un ladrón, así que no sé qué hacer. Ahí vamos con la llave.
Mr. Holmes?
¿El policeman?
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Vale, vamos a preguntarle. Ah, pero debería haber más evidencia. ¿Cómo?
What am I doing?
Cállate. Vamos de nuevo a la cabaña. Oh, tienen que haber más cosas que pueda descubrir. A ver. Las teclas para poner esa visión así. Ahí está. Ah, acá hay pisada. Ahora examinémosla. Ahora tenemos unas botas. A ver. Vamos. No son de él.
These boots don't match the footprints.
Bueno, sabemos que no fue el que estaba entrando. Y que si tenemos el zapato de alguien más, vamos a poder probarlo. A ver, ¿qué otra cosa podemos encontrar?
The ship's logs of the Sea Unicorn for the years 1878 to 1884. Peter Carey was her captain.
A ver, rápido. Me acordé que tenemos la cuestión de dos del amigo de la inscripción. Eso es lo que le hizo una familiar y una enciclopedia en la casa de Sherlock Holmes. Vamos a revisarlo. Rápido. Ahí está. Ya. Era. Oh. A ver. Buscar por Dawson 1883. Dawson y Nelligan. Oh, ahí está. A ver. Estaban en bancarrota. Joshua Nelligan desapareció. Y era uno de los más grandes bancos en
Here it is.
Inglaterra. Dale.
Now I begin to understand that young man's story, but I am still unclear as to what connects him with the murder. It is time to ask him.
Tenemos que interrogarlo. Ok. Ahora que tenemos algo más. El anillo. Ok, vamos. Con la llave. Interrogarlo por lo que tenemos. ¿Qué fue? Ok. Vamos a sacar palabras de la boca sin bocos. Vale, dos son Nelligan.
I have heard the story of Dawson and Nelligan, the West Country bankers.
Yes. Joshua Nelligan was my father.
I am aware that it had a bad ending. When the bank failed, it ruined half the families of Cornwall, whereupon Joshua Nelligan disappeared.
My father was under extraordinary pressure. Dawson had retired. I was only 10 years of age at the time, but it was still old enough to feel the shame that befell our family. My father was convinced that he could pay off all his debts if the creditors gave him time. He set sail for Hammerfest in Norway in his small yacht, just a few days before an arrest warrant was issued. He left my mother a list of the securities he was taking. No word was ever heard from him again. We believe that his vessel went down, taking with it everyone and everything on board.
Thank you for the story, Mr. Nelligan. At last, we are making some progress. Interesting. Joshua Nelligan and Peter Carey were both at sea in Norway. There is definitely some connection between Peter Carey and Joshua Nelligan's disappearance.
Bueno, Peter Carey y Joshua Nelligan estaban relacionados porque Joshua fue con Peter Carey a pescar. Bueno, no estoy muy seguro, pero ok. Pues no tengo idea de qué hacer. A ver. Ya tenemos que ir a la cabaña y mostrar registros de la nave y ver cuándo pasó todo. A ver, probamos la seducción.
1883. That's the one I need.
A ver.
This is the crew list of the Sea Unicorn.
La lista. Ok.
Log notes for June. Nothing unusual.
Nada.
Log notes for July. Nothing special. Log notes for August. These pages have been torn away. Canadian Pacific Railway, CPR, a torn piece from a bond certificate. I have seen this abbreviation somewhere very recently. There are 3 ways of discovering what happened in August of 1883 aboard the Sea Unicorn. The first 2 of these will require speaking with a dead man. The last would be to locate vital witnesses, the sailors involved in this whale hunt campaign.
Tenemos que encontrar a los pescadores que estaban en esa embarcación de 1883. A ver. Wiggins, ¿quién es Wiggins? Ah, vale, está en la Baker Street. En la calle Baker. Muy bien, yo creo que hay que hablar con Watson primero. Sí.
Something new, Watson. I have the list of sailors who were aboard the Sea Unicorn. We shall soon learn what happened to Nelligan's father. I have only to find them. Let us hope they are still working at the harbour.
I think that if you pretend you're from Scotland Yard...
I doubt it, Watson. And really, I would prefer that all of this remains quiet for now. But I have another solution. I'll call in the specialist.
And who might they be?
The secret police division of Baker Street.
Ah, you mean young Wiggins and his gang?
Yes. Believe me, you'll receive more useful assistance from these little urchins than from a dozen yard detectives. Those children are everywhere. They see and hear everything, and they are cunning. All they lack is organization. I'll summon them.
How will you do that?
There is always a watch beneath our window. I have only to call him.
LOL. Los cabros. Oh, ¿qué mierda? Oh shit, ¿qué mierda fue eso? Toby!
Brave Toby. Best nose in the British Empire.
A ver, vamos a llamar al loco.
Wiggins, could you come upstairs, please?
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Wiggins, I need you to track down certain people for me. I'll give you a list. You can read, can't you?
Big Oliver from our gang. He can, as his father is the coachman of a famous lawyer.
Fascinating. Here is the list of sailors.
Sailors? Easy. Just got to look where the rum and the red lights are.
Sorry to trouble you, Mr. Holmes, but the inspector asks that you come to the station as soon as possible.
Thank you. I'll be there shortly.
Muy bien, ahora sigo traumado por lo que vi por ese telescopio. Scotland Yard. Me parece muy bueno este juego, un juego tan así como con tantas movimentaciones en cada misión.